स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय Ramakrishnaय te namaha. Devotion to God, love of God, to attain God and know Him intimately in various aspects of existence. We began with Shravanam, Kirtanam Vishnu, Kirtana we saw, Smarana we saw, Pada Sevana we saw. These are all stages by which we enter into an exalted state of seeing God everywhere at all times. Now we come to the next step or next stage or next way of devotion called Archana. Archana is where usually we use the term puja. Puja is the worship, ritualistic worship. And Archana is where we commonly bring various aspects of God individually into our mind, like Ashtottara, Sahasranama Archana. Each aspect of God we bring into picture 1,000 times Sahasranama Archana if you are going to do, or Ashtottara Archana. And each time either Kunkuma if it is female deity, or Akshata, or flower, or Tulasi Dala, something is offered. Physical participation is there, psychic participation is there, intellectual participation is there, my heart's participation, love is there. All aspects are viewed in various ways. God is viewed and participated. And my whole being participate in each aspect. This is usually Archana. Archana can mean many a times as puja also, worship also, formal worship also. Whether it is formal worship or the Archana aspect as the individual visualization of various aspects and offerings. Even in that, the idol or a symbol to invoke God is one of the essential aspects. Either I am going to keep a murti, vigraha, an idol, or I invoke him in a pot of water, kalasha, or on a two-dimensional picture or three-dimensional picture like Meru or a diagram which we call mandalas. In mandala or in a Meru, the Sri Chakra is there, Meru Chakra is there, in there like something like that, or Saligrama or Shivalinga, or any of these symbols which are commonly used for worship. If not anything in a flower, we invoke God and do the Sahasranama. Here, from the exalted state of by seeing God everywhere, at all times, sarvatra, and to have the vision of God in the smarana, actual seeing of the God, living God in front of me, and seeing Him in everywhere. From that state, I am coming to a murti worship. Now, I am till now was as if it is my attainment. Thereafter, from the Archana afterwards, those who cannot raise to that state, I have to give. Mother Nature is making me, God is making me undergo a process by which the others can easily follow and hold on to it till they raise to the state of Shravana Manana Nididhyasana. We see to be, while entering into the Navadha Bhakti, we think Shravana is the beginning. But when we come down, we see God. Now you have seen God in various aspects as reality. And without limiting Him, the unlimited, He can manifest through a image also. The manifestation, the prakatya. Just like the smarana, our Hiranyakashipu's son Prahlada used to be always in smarana of the Lord. And how Lord was, and that smarana made that father to question, does he exist everywhere? Prahlada says, yes, there is no place where he doesn't exist. Does he exist in this pillar? He says, yes, he does exist. Then he kicks that pillar and hits with his mace. And to his surprise, the Lord manifests there, prakata. How God projects forth from that pillar, jumps upon him. Because the manifestation of God can be in and through any media. This aspect is a new revelation to the Bhakta also, who has God, he has seen God, but God can manifest through an idol. It is an exclusive understanding of Hinduism. It's based on the reality, based on the realization. It's the process of realization after having transcended the nature by some means. Each has its own path of transcendence from nature. Each path, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, Raja Yoga, any yoga, Kundalini Yoga, whatever yoga you follow, the transcendence of nature is there. Entering into transcendental realm is there to know the truth. So each way has its own way, but in transcendental you'll see that all paths are joining. Then God exists everywhere, I know, but He manifests wherever you keep faith and call on Him. Is another revelation. So God wants to show, oh, you're seen in me in reality also, but Lord, don't limit me to that. I am existing everywhere. Don't limit me to that. Whatever you are experiencing, don't limit me to that. I can manifest in any place, through any media. Just you have to call on. So this is the easiest way for others to hold on to in an image, in a small stone piece, to see Him and have faith in Him, love Him in and through that, and you will be able to transcend the nature and attain the same vision again of the Lord. He manifests through. You see, Meera used to carry that image of Krishna and treat him as Krishna. Krishna is to project out of that, come out as if we are coming out of a house. He used to come out of that image and play with her. And again he will enter that image. I am with you here in physical form. Now her sister-in-law, one night she takes that, when Meera is not there, she takes away that image and puts in a well. And Meera gets up and sees that image is not there. She laments, oh, where have you gone? Where have you gone? We all wonder. God is with her. At her call He manifests. She has seen Him independent of the image. Why should she worry about image, that image? Then we see innate to that image used to project out. It is as if a dwelling place. Each devotee comes, he projects to that, A true devotee comes. You see him dancing like um, Tukaram when he used to go to Pandharpur. Everybody is standing there doing worship, this, that, and all are seeing that image. But when Tukaram used to go and stand in front of it, he will see the image is not there, but actual Vitala is jumping and dancing about on that platform. So the Murti vision goes off and the reality shines forth. The Lord projects in and through that object. This aspect of God, that to manifest in and through, I am keeping a kalasha, a pot of water, I am taking a mandala or a two-dimensional graph writing, I'm or just his name is written, God's name on a paper. I am going to worship that as Rama. Rama alone is written, Krishna is written, and I want to do the worship. And it is sufficient. In and through that, you will see Rama or Krishna or whatever devatas you are worshipping is projecting forth. In and through that, he is receiving your love, he is receiving your worship. This aspect we call as Archana. Archana is manifestation of God in and through a media and accepting your worship gladly, whether in the primary stages you may not see him, but an understanding comes in your heart. He has accepted my worship because it is flawless, it is full of love. It is the love and concern and the faith with which you are doing the worship, dedication with which you are worship, that removes the idea of that image being made up of stone or wood or anything. The materialistic aspect it removes. I have not seen God, but God exists there. The doubt goes away. One day I'll be able to see Him in and through the same image. A kind of, it may not express in words, it may not express as in ideas, but heart is convinced. I have done that puja. I feel that Lord has accepted my worship. An unknown understanding dawns in the heart because of that devotion, because one day the Lord, when the process is complete, what the Lord wants to make with that body mind, when He has finished, He reveals Himself in and through that image. This revelation, this faith in the beginning, this manifestation of God in and through that object is the archana, main part of the archana. And it is you who are going to see the whole viewing as if He is changing His faces. You are uttering, suppose, Vishnu Sahasranama or Ashtottara. Ashtottara, each phase, it is revolving as if. And different phases are different aspects of God. You are clearly visualizing the various aspects. And before your eyes, the same image, from the same image, different aspects. Nowadays we see in audio visual, in YouTube and all that, if you take out some devatas, this one, same screen, one aspect appears, and slowly it dissolves and another appears. So many pictures of Krishna, or just take out the Krishna's picture, you'll see, or behind a song, various things coming and going of Krishna. Rama's picture, if you put, it goes on coming and going. Different aspects are presenting in and through the same screen. The whole idea of the same thing happens to a devotee who is worshipping, doing the archana. Archana is manifestation of God in and through a material object. And you are viewing it in various aspects. It is limited. Murti is limited. Manifestation is limited. And unlimited forms you are seeing. In limited, unlimited. Like a flute is there. How many songs are there? Innumerable. As many songs you can take out through that flute. Harmonium is there. How many songs are there? Innumerable. Harmonium is limited, playing is limited, but songs are innumerable. Go on playing years after years, it is there. So, like that, it is one finite object, material object, in and through which the transcendental is manifesting in and through that material. Because of your faith, love, and dedication, it is manifesting. Now, if you cut the electromagnetic waves, the two magnets are there, in between magnetic field is going on. If you cut that field of magnetic field, if you cut, there is production of electricity. If you take a knife and two magnets, like unlike poles you keep opposite, the waves are directly passing through, just strike, just cut that in between. You see an impulse coming in that. The electricity is produced in your knife, which moves in between two magnets. So you see that you are cutting something and something is manifesting. The cutting of the magnetic field is producing electricity in the knife. It is manifesting. Electricity is manifesting. What a beautiful thing you see. Like that, your faith, your love is making something manifest there. A power manifests, a consciousness manifests. What is making here? It is your cutting. The knife is cutting. Cutting is making manifesting. Your love is making manifested. The God manifests. And innumerable. In and through the same manifestation, your each nama you utter, a meaning it carries, and that meaning also shines forth. Because through vak, you are uttering. Each utterances changes the whole picture, like different lights emerging. When you say green, green comes out, light comes out, suppose. Red means red light comes out. So the each name is associated with a particular aspect of God. With that name and love, and you're something offering, a flower or a tulsi leaf, or something you're offering. Physical participation also is there. The whole being is viewing it, and each name a aspect of God you are seeing. This visualization, this offering, this manifestation, the whole process is called Archana. Archana means, it can mean ritualistic worship also. The main part is the faith and in which God manifests through material object. In our Ramakrishna tradition, we take a flower and we do the meditation, keeping it in Kurma Mudra. Then we place it below and we breathe out the mantra on that flower for the God to manifest from my heart into the flower, and we keep it there. And Sri Ramakrishna Bhagavan, Yagacha, please come here. Yatishta, remain here. Sannidhi. Make yourself established here. Your Sanidhya you keep here. Iha Sannihito Bhava. accommodate yourself within this small thing I am placing. You are infinite, you are eternal, but limit yourself to time and space and accommodate here. And Sanmukho Bhava, you turn your face towards me. Sammukho Bhava, Sanmukho Bhava. Sammukho Bhava means you turn to me. Now, yes, all sides. I want to see him turn to my side exclusively, to collect all his attention and turn to me. Like a light, I want to put a focus behind. It is focus, putting focus of the Lord. So this invocation, the process of invocation comes into picture. This I can do the ritualistic worship also, convert it into ritualistic worship also. That is, you see, till smarana, from Shravana to Smarana, we pass through 4 stages and 3 stages, and then Pada Sevana, I try to see him everywhere. With that one phase of my reaching is over, the next phase has 2 aspects. One is I am presenting something to God, to the world. I am experiencing something. So many things I have experienced and seen, I am seeing in and through a small object. It is emerging out. The same God I saw as the Absolute, the same God as I saw the Lord of the universe, the same God as I saw his personal God, is able to manifest through an object. What a vision it could be, that Sri Ramakrishna used to run to the shrine and Mother would emerge out of that image and play with him. So this aspect is a new understanding to him, a new vision. At the same time, it is the greatest giving to the world. Look, you worship any object in this world, he pervades everything, anything, whatever you worship, you see that it manifests. It is there everywhere, and wherever you keep faith and call him with longing, he manifests. It can be a stone, it can be air, it can be the space, or anything. It manifests in and through that. So this is the highest giving to the world, that wherever you are, whatever you are, you can do. And another thing is, he is experiencing a new aspect of God. And the Krishna in Bhagavad Gita says, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yomam, with great love, with great devotion. Whoever offers me patram, leaf, you will see everywhere, wherever you go, any leaf. Patram, pushpam, flowers. These are easily available things around you. Patram, pushpam, phalam, toyam. Water is everywhere. Phala, every plant has phala. It can be paddy, it can be pulse, it can be a fruit, it can be a root. These are the products of phalam, whatever the plants give. Phalam, toyam, water. Simple things which is sitting, where you are sitting, where you are moving about, you can pluck and offer. Whoever offers me, I with great pleasure, with great joy, I receive them. I receive them. I take them. I accept them. This is the promise of the Lord. So this turns slowly into a ritualistic worship of invocation and offering to God. This ritualistic part descends from a uh, thing called, in the Hinduism, there is science and technology. Vedas are like science and Tantras means technology. The Vedas give only truth and Tantras give how to utilize, how to make it manifest. Now, the science says petrol burns. 1 gram of petrol burning gives you 100 calories of heat. This is all science still. How to extract this petrol? Where do you get? How to take it out? How to utilize it to make a vehicle or cook a food? How to utilize it? These are the part of technology. Science and technology, Veda and Tantra. Tantras are adopted by each section of the people, and it is called Agama. Tantras adopted for giving, offering is called Agama. I mean, Agamas as a part of the Tantra, we have Shaiva Agama, Shakta Agama, Vaishnava Agama. These are all sources, Veda and Tantra, science and technology, both. Now we see worship, in worship we have both the part. God exists, God can be seen, God can be experienced at every level. That is what we hear from Shravana to Padasevana. The 4 stages is something like a science. And the technology part, the God manifests, the same God who is all pervading, manifests here through any object of this universe. So, manifestation. So, how to manifest it and how to utilize it. Now, I showed how we keep in Kurma Mantra, meditating in the heart while uttering the Dhyana Mantra, and make him come out of my heart and reside through the breath, and then keep it and pray for his total manifestation. This is the process. God is everywhere. He can be seen and worshipped. He can manifest in and through every object. The Vedas say. Vedas reveal only that God exists everywhere. He can manifest anytime, anywhere. So, how to make him manifest? How to utilize that object? Means, suppose I make an idol. To God to manifest, what are the samskaras I have to give to the image? So all these are told by Tantra. Then it becomes puja. And the whole process of making the God manifest in and through an object and offer worship. There we see Palampatram, Doyam. Whatever you offer to God, He accepts. This is a promise in Bhagavad Gita by the Lord. Whatever with love you offer, I take it. So this becomes a part of the Tantra. What we offer, how we offer, and how God takes, how God accepts what we give. So these 2 aspects become the basis of Archana and Pujana. Archana, Pujana are often changed. Archana may mean Puja may mean Archana in broad sense. But specifically, ritualistic aspect of Agama, we call it as Puja. And Archana is a part in which the names and glories of God are uttered. A particular aspect is seen and it is worshipped. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.